Hi there. There's no wrong way to make slow-cooked pulled pork, but one of the most famous and popular takes on pulled pork would be Mexican carnitas. When I did some research into carnitas, I learned there's an easy way and a hard way. This recipe is going to be the easy way, and yes, I will be doing it the hard way very soon. That way involves deep frying huge hunks of pork shoulder in about 4 to 5 pounds of lard for 2 hours, and I certainly do have the cast iron pots to make it that way. But for now, this is going to be the easy way of making pork carnitas, and there's certainly nothing wrong with doing it this way. Fortunately, pulled pork is one of the easiest dishes in the world to make. You can mix in just about anything with pork shoulder and you'll have a great pulled pork, which is why we're simply using chopped garlic, jalapeno, and onion. And then we bring out a big pork shoulder. While not completely necessary, we're removing the skin from this pork shoulder so there won't be too much fat in the final dish. Now we prepare some salt and pepper to coat the pork shoulder. Then we prepare a very basic spice rub of oregano and cumin, and we mix them in olive oil to help the rub stick to the surface of the pork. And now we can break out an enameled cast iron pot. And with that, it's time to get our hands dirty and have some fun rubbing our meat. Rub the rub over the entire surface of the pork shoulder. Once that's done, we can add the onions, the jalapeno, and the garlic. Then we squeeze the juice of 2 oranges over the pork to give it a touch of citrus flavor. Then we simply cover the pot and slow cook it for 8 hours. The second best moment in cooking pulled pork is opening the pot and seeing it so tender it pulls apart. How to tell it's when it's done? The bone comes right out. And we move the pork to a separate dish and go to town with 2 forks. Okay. And the best part is we can, again, just put this in the fridge and fry it up tonight.
Take another bite. Oh, look at that. Yep. Pick the right one.
And here's an important tip. Don't throw out the juices. Boil the liquid to reduce it and make it nice and thick. Now comes the next step that turns this pulled pork into carnitas. And what can we say but praise the lard. We fry the cooked meat in a cast iron skillet in order to sear it and make it good and crunchy. Don't forget to add the juices to the pan to add flavor to the meat. All we gotta do is cook one side because we don't want it to be overdone. So, in fact, I use barely any of this stuff. And once the meat is ready, we can serve it immediately and treat our guests to carnitas.
So right here, you just heat up the tortilla, and then I did it in the microwave. You can do it in the oven if you want. I did it in the microwave for 15 seconds.
Nice.
You just do some meat. So you put some cheese, and then some lettuce, and some tomato. I'm gonna cut these up a little bit more. There's some tomato slices, but it's easier. One thing I find when you're making this is to cut up the stuff in small pieces, because otherwise when you go to take a bite, if you don't cut it in small pieces, you end up dragging stuff out when you pull your mouth, because it's hard to bite through.
Yeah.
And then some salsa. You want some sour cream too?
I think
I would. Sour cream's good. All right.
That is a big tortilla too.
And some burrito. All right. I don't do both sides because you're going to eat on one side anyways, you know. There we go. All ready.
All right.
See? Nice.
Take your pulled pork and fry it in a cast iron skillet, and you have carnitas. This really takes your pulled pork to the next level, and if you haven't tried it this way yet, then you certainly should. It's easy, it's fun, and your family will come running to clean it up and ask for more. Please post your comments below, and I do hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you for watching.